Hello, this is Paul. Welcome to Loose Boot Woodworking.
Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. My name is Paul and this is Loose Boot Woodworking. Today we're going to be turning these ordinary fence pickets into planter boxes. Today on Loose Boot Woodworking we're going to be building planter boxes out of fence pickets. I know you've probably seen them on the internet, different size, various sizes, different shapes. Matter of fact, this particular one is custom built because I had a customer that bought a taller one. They bought two taller ones and they wanted two shorter ones to go along with them. So I designed these in the same vein as the other ones. Thank you, Matthew Peach, by the way. He's a great YouTuber, woodworker that I got this original design from. So come along today, join us, and we'll build a couple of these.
Okay, the first thing I've got to do is obviously get on my PPE. But then once I'm done doing that, I'm going to basically rip these boards to 5.5 inches. They're probably about 5 3/4. So I'll rip one side just to get the very edge off, and that'll give me a straight edge to then flip over and cut the other edge off. So I'll have a good 5.5 inches wide all the way across. These boards should fit together nicely.
All right, now that we have all the boards cut to width and sanded, we're going to go take them over to the miter station and start cutting up the boards for the right length for the sides, for the wraparound on the planter. All right, let's head over there to the miter station. We changed our angle from the 90-degree cut. We put a 3-degree cut. All right. Once I've established that first 3-degree cut, then I measure over 9 11/16 from my first cut. Okay. What I'll do is I'll line that up where my blade comes down, exactly where that's going to cut. I'll put a stop block right over here. Well, that's kind of janky. Try to do this. There we go. Stop block right there. That'll hold it. So that'll give me the same cut every time. And then I'll just make my repeated cuts right there. I'll just move my board down, flip it over, because I'm going to try to get that 3-degree cut again. So I'm making a trapezoid, right? It's cutting it 3 degrees this way, 3 degrees this way. So I'm going to have that tapered look. Oh, turn on the dust collection.
Now that I have all my boards cut to length, I'll start assembling the planters, starting with the interior walls where you can see that taper start to take shape.
because all these are cut at 3-degree angle, so it tapers up. I got to cut this at a 3-degree angle too, so that when I put it on the box, it angles with that taper. And so I've got it tapered at the bottom. Now what I'm going to do is just measure up to exactly where I want it. I'm going to mark it on the back side of this board so I know exactly where to cut it. So I'll cut that to length exactly, and then I'll cut the 7/8 board and the 1.5 for all 4 corners. All right, here we go. One thing to keep in mind on this, I'm not trying to do the taper. I'm actually trying to go level both the top and bottom. So it's going to be level to the ground on the bottom, and at the top it's going to be level to the very top ledge. So I actually don't flip this over like I did with the sides. I keep it with the same cut. So I'm going to have a parallel 3 degrees on the top and the bottom. All right, next step, go ahead and get our 7/8 boards at the right angle, and we'll go ahead and glue and tack those in. That'll leave us a wide seam here, then I can come back and put the 1.5 on to cover up that corner. So we'll do that for the next step. All right, time to put on the tops and the bottom boards. Top boards and bottom boards. Put these over here for now. And with these work, the top boards will go up here. It's much better here. Much more better. Let's put that one in first. And then the bottom boards, they go down in here. So I'll probably lay this on the side, especially for the bottom boards. Make sure it's flush with the bottom, especially the bottom feet. The bottom and the top of the feet is really what I'm most concerned about, just so that I have a nice surface to go against, and then my top board will go on top of that. All right, go ahead and get glue and nails and rock and roll. All right, so the next thing to do is get the tops. I'm going to do 45-degree miters on the tops and go all the way around. So that's the next thing.
After the pocket holes were drilled, I went ahead and tried tried to use the Craig clamp to get those miters nice and tight, but for some reason it wasn't working out. So I had to resort to using these corner clamps, which I'm not crazy about, but they actually worked really well. I was able to get nice tight miter corners, and it really made the build a whole lot better.
Getting ready to put on the top rail. So I still have these on here. What I want to do is go ahead and attach it, get everything evened up, and then I can pop those off. Yeah, that looks good. All right, so what I'll do is I'll put glue down all the way around, put this on there exactly where I want it to go, brad nail, and then I'll come in with maybe 4 screws right there in the middle. Should be good to go. Let's throw on a little bit of glue, or like my friend Daniel says, add a dab of glue. I love that guy. If you haven't seen Bearded Viking Woodworks, you guys need to check him out. He is a cool dude. Add a dab of glue. I need to get one of his t-shirts. All right. Yeah. That's good right there. Feels good anyway. It feels good. That's good, right? Do we need to measure? I mean, do we have to? 7/8. 7/8. And 7/8. Hey, look at that. Rock on.
And here's the final product. 2 tiered planter boxes ready to go to the customer. I went ahead and took a few pictures of the planter boxes here in my shop and on the back porch so that I could display those on Facebook Marketplace as an option. Thanks for stopping by today, and this has been another episode of Loose Boot Woodworking. Catch you later.